announced move by Dangote in furtherance of their expansion plans. Dangote Cement have arranged a $350 million corporate loan from a single lender, Standard Chartered Bank, thereby moving away from project financing, as was the case with the previous borrowings. And to take a look at the implications of this move with us, we are joined in Lagos by Saif Malik, Head of Origination and Client Management, Wholesale Banking at Standard Chartered. Saif, thank you so much for joining us. First, let's take a look at if this is a wise move that Dangote has done in moving away from project financing.
Well, thank you. I think it is because a lot of the risks in the project financing are attributed to getting the production started. So on this particular facility, the major part of the project has already begun production. And the group is looking for creative ways to sort of free themselves, allow sort of more cash flow, and look at more expansions and look to further increase the output.
But how does a single lender benefit Dangote?
Well, from a group perspective, dealing with a consortium of banks can become a bit cumbersome administratively, and if you want to change a certain clause or anything on the facility, you have to go out and get the consensus of the whole group. So I think this gives the group access to an international bank like ours, where they can deal with us. It's sort of a one-stop. If they want to do further expansions, which is clearly on their plate, they have the leeway to do that. So I think it does have great advantages to the group to deal with a single lender.
Well, we know Dangote has taken a smaller loan, plus they have expansion plans like you've mentioned. But do you think that Dangote should be cutting costs at this time rather?
Well, part of the transaction you may have heard is moving away from a naira-based facility, a local currency facility, and moving to a dollar facility. So right there is clear cost saving that the company will or the group will benefit from. But more so, there's a clear need for import substitution and local production of cement in Nigeria right now. So I think the group has its own plans on where it's going to be looking to have cost initiatives and where it needs to sort of stamp its foot and clearly ensure that the full production or the full demand of cement in Nigeria is met locally by the Dangote Group.
Well, we've just mentioned everything that's working for Dangote. Where are your concerns with this group? No,
I think from the cement perspective, it's clearly they've got a very good vision in place. Cement in a country like Nigeria with 150 million people, the industrial base is the production and the demand is always going to keep increasing. The infrastructure spend that the government plans, I think that's always going to be there. So from a group perspective, there's various plans that the group has to launch also outside of Nigeria. I think they will have to look at those one at a time and ensure that they tie up the Nigerian production and the Nigerian demand pretty well before sort of very aggressive regional international expansion begins.
All right, Saif, if you could just stay on the line, we're just going to play
Sure.
what the CEO of Dangote had to say to us earlier in the day.
What has happened is that we had $1.278 billion loan early in 2008. And between January 2009 to date, we've had to liquidate the entire loan.
Well, looking at the move you've made, some out there are asking the question, are you not starving the business of vital capital to expand from here on out, given that you are on such an extensive expansion drive at the moment?
Basically, we set out to do a 20 million tons program for cement in Nigeria by 2010, this year. And we are on course. And what we've done over the last 1.5 years, that we've had some internal revenues that we've generated, which has helped us to reduce our outstanding to our loans to the banks, the loans that the banks have given us. And as we speak today, apart from the the new loan that we've just obtained is a corporate loan from Stanchart. We do not have any outstanding with any bank in Nigeria.
Are there any plans to actually approach the fixed income market, the bond market at this stage of the game, where we know the corporate side of Nigeria has been showing some interest in terms of raising capital via that route?
We will look at that opportunity, and we are seriously looking at that for other side of our business. And in the very near future, we'll come to the market with requirements for funding under that scenario.
And Saif, just before we go, are you not concerned at all that Dangote Cement and the Dangote Group is actually not listed?
Well, I think if you talk to the group, again, like I said, the vision is very clear. There's certain information that the group can share with you. But we are very happy with the business plan that we have seen, that we evaluated. It was a lot of work that was done behind the scenes. We will stand by that, and I think the group has some great plans for the future. So I guess you have to just say watch the space.